if it ain't a good matchup. Because you know what? Guilheww says, I don't care about matchups. I'm putting you off stage. I'm putting you through the blender on stage, and I'm carrying you right out to the blast zone either way.
Yeah, before he does any of that, though, he just says, hi.
This is true. A little adorable Kirby, and already he is becoming a killing machine. 20%. Those forward airs are damage.
Yeah, this is one of the big opportunities that you're going to see Guilheww looking for, is trying to punish Shadic in lag after an option, right? Especially in those landings, which we saw to start the set. But once you get caught in these juggles, it's so hard to find a way in. Look, he was trying to look for the aggressive option there to punish that landing. Didn't find it, and now he's going to just die for it.
Excuse me? Excuse me, Shadic? What are you doing?
Okay, though, Yin, one stock away. Shadic taking a bite out of that little puffball, but a bite's not all he wants. He's going to take 2 more. Guilheww going to find the down air there after those tilt loops, only taking the 1 rendition, but that's all he needed. Still not enough to find the stock, though, here on a stage as wide as PS2. And Yin, Guilheww really does need to find this stock fast because you get so few opportunities to get in on Corrin.
And you know what? You mentioned it. Needed it? Hey, they found it. Guilheww busts him right in with that back air. Now gets the grab, down throw. You know what it's going to be. A little bit of forward air action. And we try to haul him all the way off stage. Shadic, though, I love that. The coverage, the acknowledgement with the up air.
I also like the discipline from Guilheww. A lot of Kirbys there will try to go for a jump read down air, or they'll try to go for an inhale. And if you do that there, right, Shadic probably just back airs you, probably just edge guards you, and you die. Instead, Guilheww gets back to stage after a relatively even interaction. Still has to find his way back and down from the air, though, and as we talked about before, that's easier said than done.
It's really bad, and that is why. Go ahead, get the nair into the back air. Let me just go ahead and shut that stock out. Those wings are strong. Now, look at that. You mentioned, got to be careful pulling that trigger. Guilheww said, hey, I want to get this down air.
Yeah, but doesn't find the down tilt. They haven't worked just yet. Shadic is basically playing a don't get down tilted at all costs game right now.
Yeah.
You see in the way he's heavily jumping even more than Corrin ordinarily would, even in some awkward situations, because once you get down tilted just like that, Yin, there is no escape. And that's going to be the
You got to hit the tech. You got to hit the tech. But you know what? You also can't be getting hit by those fares. Shadic lighting him up, bringing him to 90. And look at this. The pressure of the pin, the pressure of the up airs. He wants to get this kill, and he does. Oh! Guilheww somehow living. That Kirby ate a little bit more this morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ate some nice bacon and eggs, if I do so myself. This man's a chef for a reason. Escapes the first pin, but doesn't escape the kick. One of the best all-in-one timing mix-ups in Ultimate, right? With that pin, you can not only fire off the pin hit and the kick hit, but you can change the timing, turn it around, cancel out of it.
You know, do some taxes while you're at it. Maybe, you know, pay for your flights to Mexico and then win the event for the fun of it.
I mean, listen, we'll see, right? So far, Ouch managed to barely escape one of our predictions from before during the pre-show. Shadic now trying to do the same on his own.
Look
that first stop.
That was gross. That was. This man's a monster. Look at this.
Man.
Forward air immediately catches him with the stun of the blaster, and that confirms into the nice good old chomp. Kirby might be known for eating people up. This time, it was Shadic devouring his opponent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I wonder what neutral special Shadic got for finding that one.
I don't know, but man, this man is a beast. Alrighty, Town and City. I love that, bringing it in on those sides a little bit. Guilheww saying, hey, I want to get some earlier kills off that.
Yeah, plus, you know, a little bit more room on the top. I think that these platforms are going to give him a better ability to land, at least when they're there. Plus, Kirby, able to go underneath the stage, right? Able to kind of take this a little bit slower with some of the space if you want. And as we're seeing, evidently get some great platform extensions here, too.
Yeah, I will say I love the ladders. They've been looking clean. Now trying to go for another with that Nair, of course. Though Shadic finding a way in, but the air dodge, the little panic option after the whiff, going to get you called out, and now you're at 83% for your troubles.
And Kirby, right, having some great tilts. They're a little bit stubby, but great frame data, great damage on them. So if you panic, especially on an aggressive approach, Kirby is going to find that way to stuff you out every single time. What you have to do in turn is take advantage of his limited mobility. You know where Kirby is going to be, and you have that target to acquire. You just have to find it. Otherwise, you get too focused on the red target, you might forget to jump.
You might forget to jump. Kind of need those every now and again. No up B or nothing. Guilheww stalling that ledge a little bit, gets the down throw, and this is where the damage comes through. Look at that, the immediate reverse into the up tilt, and now 60%. We have lapped him in percent off of one interaction.
Yeah, that pivot up tilt, right, not easy to find on that title window either. So good stuff from Guilheww to find the extension, finds the spot dodge to keep things going. Down smash yet again. Not going to do it, but he lands on the platform. Oh no, he got that one carried away from him again.
And it really looked like he was trying to utilize it to get a quick boost over. Just misproportioned how long he had until he was going to die from that plat. Now at this point, 3 stocks to 1. Shadic got to tear up a little bit, but Guilheww feeling nice and comfortable here as he nares in.
Yes, sir, just fully on the aggressive at this point, trying to find the grab. You know he's feeling himself right now. Shadic just having to back off, trying to create some space, trying to create some room to get comfortable, because this off-kilter Kirby is contagious right now, the way he is finding this erosion on your mental stat.
It's looking so good. Catches the jump with the forwarder. That's the thing. If Guilheww can get close enough, then he could do some damage like this. Try to go ahead and get the loop once more, but couldn't quite make it. 67%. We're starting to get to a point where Kirby might just kill you for the fun of it.
Yeah, right. 67. We're not there yet, but here on town, especially you get caught in the wrong spot, you maybe get put in a mistech situation, or you get tripped, right? That the forward smash, is going to just take it away from you. Right now, Guilheww doing a great job playing the ledge, waiting for those platforms to come in. Even still, though, those wings cover a whole lot of space.
They really do. This Shadic here, they ain't just a Dragonborn. They are a killer. Now, gets the down tilt, goes ahead, looks for a little bit of something, but Guilheww playing it nice, cool, and grounded. But look at that. The minute you jump, those swords cover so much range, and that is a big problem.
Yeah, Shadic trying to play a little bit of the lemon roll right now. Just trying to build this percent slowly. As he finds chip 1, 2, 3 hits at a time. This is what Corrin is built for. These slow, steady games, you're playing the positioning, and you're not getting over aggressive, and you just build your way back into this one. Shadic is playing that perfectly right now. Guilheww has not gone to hit the stock.
Ooh, look at that, the up tilt to up air though. Guilheww finally getting the hit. Now might be able to get the kill. No, Shadic! The footstool in the pin?
That was disgusting.
I'm just saying, this man looking for any way to kill you at any and all times. He ain't just a schoolboy. Look, he is here as a beast.
Yes, sir. And right now, listen, he's not just studying for those school tests. He's also studying for Level Up and Kagaribi just around the corner. Got to get through Guilheww to keep that, to make that happen.
No way.
And despite Guilheww getting up to the 3 stock to 1 lead, Shadic is inevitable, my friend. He is inevitable.
I was starting to think that Guilheww would just like shut out that game, and then time went on. It was one of those moments where all of a sudden the hope started leaching out. This man, this myth, this legend, hey, might have won CFL last year. Maybe he's winning this year.
Listen, man, it might be coming. It might be coming soon. The way he's playing, and the way he was playing yesterday too. Ooh. Thinking back to some of what we saw earlier in the day, Shadic just will decide not to lose.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, very few players on the planet, it feels like, have that X factor, have that extra gear where they truly can turn it up to 11 and just decide not to lose. Right? Players like Light, Leo, Akala, Mia. Shadic is one of those players.
And Guilheww in this moment.
Apparently.
Guilheww decided I don't lose. That was a scuffed up game. My turn.
Yeah, but remember, he did that just a game ago. And we saw how that one ended. Shadic not going to be phased by it despite losing early, because that is the downside of Corrin, is once you lose your jump, there's not a whole lot of routes back.
Yeah, there isn't, but you know what? That down tilt to up tilt, great route for the combo games. Got him all the way up to 77, finds the up air again. Don't matter if you're slow, you got so much reach, so much range, allows for so much coverage, and now it's even.
An even game is not where Guilheww wants to be. He's trying to find these stocks nice and quick, but if you miss space anything, right, it all leads into a combo. Even that up special, as we saw at ledge there. Guilheww here, though, going to get a lot, reads the air dodge, and so able to get more, but just dropping it, you can't give Shadic those extra opportunities.
Now Guilheww playing it nice and patient at this ledge, not wanting to give up too much. As you said, you got to be careful. Shadic, though, finds the stage control. This is where the problem lies. Now this big range goes ahead and controls so much space and gets the combo.
Gets the combo, but again, just doesn't find the real advantage state for it. And both these characters so good at finding reversals off ledge. Now it's Guilheww's turn. He's going to avoid the up special this time. Tries to find something, doesn't commit to the grab, expects the aggressive jump out of shield there. And so now Shadic is going to try to take this opportunity to seal a way back into a lead. Unfortunately, though, doesn't manage to maintain stage control.
Down air on the shield, try to go ahead and get the poke. Guilheww looking for the rock, confirms, and look, you ain't ready to DI that.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I don't think anybody expects a rock from up high. Except in the WWE.
Except in the WWE. Dwayne always be falling from the skies.
Yes, sir. They call it the people's elbow for a reason, and they might as well call it the people's forward air, the way that Guilheww has been putting in work. Finally going to get stuffed out, though, now, as Shadic trying to find this juggle situation, trying to maintain and do exactly what he did just a game ago.
Yeah, could go ahead, still clutch it out. You saw how Shadic is. When he decides to win, he just does. And now we're even again. Guilheww taking the first stock each time during this set, or during this game, but Shadic just fires back on all cylinders.
Yes, sir. Kirby might be covered in cheese, but Shadic must be lactose intolerant, my friend. He wants no piece of that right now. Kirby, just Guilheww hasn't been able to close it out, but getting caught on this platform, this could be a disaster situation. These platforms going to start to move in a couple seconds, but not fast enough for Guilheww to maintain the advantage state with them. And Shadic now getting another opportunity. All he needs is one, Yin.
Ooh, the aggression there. Try to get the up smash and now paying the price for it. As Shadic coming alive. You got to be careful. Look at that, the pin. Are we going to go ahead and shut it out here? Looking for the back air, searching, fiending for it.
All he needs is one, Yin. All he needs is one.
He just needs one. He's just that guy. Fist pump right there, and Guilheww showing quite a bit of frustration, and I can't blame them. That was a great set, but like, during that game two especially, it felt like we were really shutting down what Shadic's capabilities were, just for then all of a sudden him to blow you up.
Dude, that is the definition of what we call a 3-0 but close.
It was a 3-0 but close.
Those are the most, I think, heartbreaking sets. Those are the most heartbreaking sets that we have, I think, here in Ultimate, because you've come so close, but you don't even get on the board. You never feel like you have momentum in your favor. You always feel like your back is against the wall, and you always feel like it slipped through your fingers. In my mind, those Game 5 heartbreaks are almost not as bad mentally as the 3-0, where you, like, were up 3 stocks and you lost the game multiple times.
I will say, by the way, chat, I just want to say we have the best production here, and you can tell by the crowds, but you can also tell by what they're doing on this side. None other than VGBC running it down